Over the course of the pandemic, we've all been through a lot, and while we've been at home, many people have been out on the front lines, keeping our communities safe from COVID-19 and treating us when we really needed their help with COVID-19 as well. And in Orion Township, there are some events going on that will be aimed at thanking those people in the upcoming months. And we are joined now on the Oakland County Megacast by Chris Barnett. He is the Township Supervisor over in Orion Township with us on the Megacast. Chris, thank you for being with us today.
Tyler, thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, good to have you on the show. How are you, and how's everybody doing over in Orion Township?
Well, thanks again for having me. We're doing wonderful here. Orion Township is in northern Oakland County, and we are known as the land where living is a vacation. So that's our motto. And we have a summer on deck that sort of models that motto. We have a lot of exciting things happening out here in Orion Township. So excited to chat with you a little bit about it, especially our event recognizing essential workers this Saturday.
And before we get to the event coming up this Saturday to thank those essential workers in Orion Township, as we're starting to come out of this and go back to normal, in the township itself, are things starting to transition back to normal, or is it being more of a slow burn? It kind of seems to be one or the other in most of our local municipalities.
Yeah, I'll say our team has been super resilient, and we served our residents all the way through the pandemic. We opened up a food pantry. We became a northern hub for the Forgotten Harvest food truck, serving our residents that were out of work and unable to purchase food. So we really worked right through things. So now that we are officially totally open back up, it's nice to see. But we were trying throughout the pandemic to provide safe ways for our residents to have recreation in our parks and our trails. So most of our staff worked straight through. So my staff might laugh a little bit to say, wait, we were closed because we were working safely, but a lot of behind the scenes stuff, but we worked right through everything here.
Yeah, we jokingly asked the same questions here over at Civic Center TV. We were closed? It didn't seem like that with us.
Yeah,
we were hard at work. Everyone was to help serve the community. And Chris, a lot of those programs that did pop up, and a lot of those initiatives that did pop up over the pandemic, are some of them going to sustain themselves after the pandemic and be something that becomes more traditional in Orion Township?
Yeah, I really think so. I mean, look, we kicked off a really fun event called Car Bingo, where we sort of we heard another community that was doing it. I don't think they ever did it, but we took the idea and ran with it. So we had people that would come to our community center and tune into an FM channel, and we broadcast the bingo numbers. We had some celebrity broadcasters. We had Dina Senefani from Fox News, who's a local Orion resident. Sheriff Bouchard called. So anyway, to answer your question, we've continued that. We actually had a summer version of Car Bingo yesterday. Our residents really enjoy it. So from the comfort of their own vehicles, they can play bingo and win prizes and things like that. So, but the big thing I think the thing we realized the most is just providing safe opportunities for our residents to have recreation. And like I said, we have 5 township parks here in the township. We have a state park, a Bald Mountain State Recreation Area, and we have the largest dog park in Oakland County, and it's a county park, Orion Oaks. So we really made a focus to make sure our parks amenities were safe and available for our residents, because even when we were shut down, a lot of our residents found solace in the fact that they could get out and have, at least get outside and enjoy recreation. We built a brand new disc golf course through the pandemic as well for people to enjoy. So I think now more than ever, it's important for local governments to figure out creative ways to interact with our citizens, the people that pay us to do our jobs, and that's what we've been doing here in Orion, trying to stay creative and on the front of that.
We're joined by Chris Barnett on the Oakland County Megacast. Chris is the Township Supervisor over in Orion Township, and he's also with Orion.Events. And Chris, what is Orion.Events, and why was it created?
Yeah, so again, coming out of the pandemic, we have a lot of beautiful parks here, but specifically on our campus, Civic Center Park, we built an amphitheater about a decade ago, and we've been having a lot of events out there, not much during COVID, but we really, this winter coming out of the pandemic, we're trying to think of ways that we could really provide safe, family-friendly entertainment. So we have that venue. We also have a former Boy Scouts camp that's over 100 years old that we purchased 7 years ago that it's what we call the Fire Bowl. It's a gathering place around a fire pit, and there's a stage. It's a very intimate venue in the middle of the woods. And so the team at Orion.Events, which is for local Metro Detroit, extremely talented people. that came together. I call them like the Oceans Four of entertainment here in Southeast Michigan. But we came together and we started meeting, and I joined them to come up with a concept to really try to bring safe, family-friendly events. So we have an action-packed summer at both of our venues, Wildwood Amphitheater here at Civic Center Park, which is on Joslin and Walden, just 3 miles north of I-75. So exit 83 off 75. Most people know where Topgolf is. That's the exit. If you just go north 3 miles, that corner at Joslin and Walden is our beautiful outdoor amphitheater that'll seat about 5,000 people. It's a hill. It's our mini Pine Knob. I know maybe I'm dating myself here, but I used to call it Pine Knob. I know we call it DTE. So that's our first venue. And then, as mentioned, we have a more intimate venue that will seat a few hundred people in the woods at Camp Agawam. And so what we did is we were really proactive on trying to find bands that would be willing to come out and play. And again, we did most of this programming before we knew exactly where we would be this summer, but in hopes that we would be able to open things up a bit. So we started out really limiting the size of the number of tickets we would sell to stay compliant with all of the CDC and state guidelines. But now that we're opened up, we're really excited, and further, that's kind of what's driving our decision to hopefully do an awesome event this Saturday and invite all our essential workers out to come enjoy a free concert.
Yes, tell us a little bit more about that concert. You got a thank you concert. It's coming up this Saturday. There's 2 different showings, 1 o'clock and 8 o'clock, and that's going to be at the Wildwood Amphitheater. Is that also going to be open to the public or just essential workers?
No, it's open. All our events are open to the public. And I'll say this multiple times so people get it, but the website is Orion.Events, www.Orion.Events. It's not a .com, it's a .events, which is fitting for us because we are about events. And so if you go to that website, I encourage you can see the list of all the shows. There are over 50 shows programmed already. We have amazing community partners. I mean, we've raised a lot of sponsored dollars just to pull this off and make this happen. But this Saturday show specifically is the Interstate 90s Detroit Band. They're a band that plays, they're an amazing band. They play all your favorite hits from the 90s and 2000s. And if you are an essential worker, a frontline worker, and it's on the honor system, so police, fire, doctor, nurse, frankly, anyone that worked the front lines through the pandemic, essential worker, public service workers, anybody that worked through the pandemic, Civic Center TV employees, any of us that were hunkered down and doing our jobs, we would love for you to come out and see the venue. And we thought the best way to do that would be to offer a free ticket. So if you go to the website, www.Orion.Events, you'll be able to click that show for Saturday, and you'll see the promo code is thank you in the checkout. And if you put that in, you will receive a free ticket. So everything's electronic. We're doing all the tickets through the website. So we'll keep paper to a minimum, but that's how you'll get your free ticket for this show this Saturday. And there's a choice, like you said, a 1 p.m. or 8 p.m. show.
And Chris, you said there's over 50 shows coming up. Which of those shows are you personally most looking forward to, or just what are some that are super notable?
Right. So, wow, I'm going to date myself here maybe a little bit because we have a lot of tribute bands. I mean, I think I'm really the most excited about the 4th of July weekend. We have a laser spectacular. So that weekend we have tributes to Steely Dan, Allman Brothers, Def Leppard, and Poison, which I'm not going to lie, I rocked out to some of that in my high school years. We have a Fish tribute band. We just added a Prince tribute. So we have a lot of tribute bands, but then we also have some well-known Metro Detroit and even Southeast Michigan artists coming out to the venue. We have a comedy series. Thursday nights are blues series. We've seen ticket sales, actually, people purchasing tickets from 4 different states already on our website. So there's a great pent-up demand for people to get out and see live music in an outdoor venue, and we're excited to be able to accommodate that. And all the shows, obviously, some are free. Every Tuesday night we have a free concert series here. Last night we had the North Oakland Concert Band, which played all your favorite movie hits, which was really cool. The Hill, we had probably at least 500 people on our Hill. So every Tuesday is a free concert, and then Thursdays are our blues series, and then we have a whole bunch of other exciting stuff mixed in. So I don't know if I have a favorite, but I'm a live music junkie, so I tend to be more into the classics though myself.
Chris Barnett joins us here on the Oakland County MegaCast. He's from Orion.Events. He's also the Orion Township Supervisor. And to go back, the thank you concert celebration at Wildwood Amphitheater, that's going to happen this Saturday. 2 shows, 1 p.m. and 8 p.m., and there are general admission lawn seats for $15, VIP seats for $30, online at Orion.Events, www.Orion.Events, as Chris said earlier. And it is, of course, free entry for those essential workers. And so, Chris, as Orion Events is planning these concerts for the summer, and they decide they want to plan this particular event that's happening this Saturday. Why this event? Why this event? Why right now to celebrate and say thank you to our frontline workers?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I mean, look, we have not forgotten the load that the essential workers, carried during the pandemic, and it probably won't be the last time we do something special for our essential workers, but I can tell you. I worked in my role. I worked straight through the pandemic, and to see the men and women out in our community, leaving their families, and a lot of times during the worst times when the numbers were so high and ventilators were scarce, to continually leave their families in the comfort of their homes, where most people were able to stay, to be out and support not just Orion Township. And I want to be clear, our venue is open to all of Southeast Michigan. We're excited to have friends from everywhere, but we just thought it was a great opportunity. We pitched it to some of our deputies here, where we have a contract with the Oakland County Sheriff's Office, and they serve and support our residents. And they were thrilled. They were excited. And so we thought we'd really open it up and hopefully make it a really big event. We're obviously trying to support our venue, but we're also looking to create a really great, affordable, fun place for people to go. Not everyone can afford to go to concerts at LCA and or DTE, but we thought it'd be great to provide a really cool, unique experience to see music in an intimate setting. And I got to tell you, the feedback so far has been really remarkable. So we're excited. We're excited to build on it. If you're listening and you're an artist and you want to play on a stage in front of a live audience, we'd love to hear from you. There's a lot of opportunity to really showcase Metro Detroit's great artists. So you can find all the information on how to contact us on that website as well.
Chris Barnett joins us from Orion.Events. He's also the Orion Township Supervisor here on the Oakland County Megacast. And Chris, there are other events that are going on through Orion.Events over the summer, not just this concert and these other concerts. What's some other things that people can expect coming up that they can maybe go out and have some fun doing in Orion Township?
Correct. So every Thursday night we have Blues Night at Wildwood Amphitheater. Again, that's on Joslin Road, just 3 miles north of I-75. We have every Tuesdays, again, free concert series. We have a Funkin' Friday nights out at the Firebowl at Camp Agawam. We have a Country Fest that we're super excited about, July 11th. We have 2 shows that day. We have 4 country artists coming out. And then the other cool thing is we have, a lot of people are asking us about the venue, and specifically the amphitheater, where more of the larger events will be happening. We have a full service concession stand with anything from soda to water to beer, wine, and mixed drinks. We partner with Johnny Black's Public House. They're a local restaurant that has 7 locations across Southeast Michigan. They have 2 in Orion Township, so we're grateful for their partnership. So they have food and beverages out there for purchase. We've included a VIP section for all our concerts, so it gets you close to the stage in seats. Also access to really nice restrooms. So we're really trying to make this something that lasts, not just for the first summer after the pandemic, but something that really draws people from all over our region to our music venues. A few years ago, a good friend of mine opened a venue called 20 Front Street, which is a live music venue in downtown Lake Orion here in our community. Seats only 100 people. But he has had artists come from all over the world, literally, to play there, and we're sort of becoming a little bit of a mecca for live music. And this is just sort of the next step, adding these 2 outdoor venues. It's really exciting.
Chris Barnett joins us from Orion.Events, and he's also the Township Supervisor over in Orion Township. Chris, it's another minute or so with you before we have to say goodbye today. Anything else you'd like our audience to know, or any other information that would be important for them to know today?
Saturday. This Saturday, June 26th. I almost said the 24th. It's the 26th. Go to www.Orion.Events. Get your free ticket. The other exciting thing that's happening Saturday in Orion Township is our annual fireworks show, and as well as the Lions Club has a Jubilee Carnival in our downtown district. So 10 p.m. fireworks. So you can squeeze all this excitement in, spend an awesome day out here in Orion. We'd love to have you, and especially the essential workers that supported all of our region throughout the pandemic. We can't thank you enough, and this is just one way for us to say thank you one more time. So if you can't make Saturday, check out our event schedule. We'd love to visit you. You'll see me on the hill, and I look forward to meeting you. Hope to meet some new friends from the region this summer.
Well, Chris, we thank you very much for joining us today.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Tyler and Erica, for having me.